This is Crotched Mountain East Side. Hard to believe it was ever once a ski area. It's been closed for 20 years, almost as long as it was open. The internet says it's unlikely that it'll ever open again. I think the internet is wrong. My name is Ryan Bell and I grew up on Crotched Mountain. Come with me to the summit and I'll explain how we can open the east side again. We're driving to the summit of Crotched Mountain East Side to make a 3D map of the old ski area. I'll explain why when we get to the top. Crotched Mountain operated as a ski area for nearly a quarter century. At its peak, it claimed to be the largest ski area in southern New Hampshire. But sadly, in 1989, it closed. I was 9. But the ski area closure didn't stop my friends and I from enjoying the mountain. Over the years, we hiked and mountain biked nearly every inch of this place. In 2003, Peak Resorts reopened Crotched Mountain West Side. In that same year, the ski area facilities and infrastructure on Crotched Mountain East were dismantled. The prospect of reopening the east side as a ski area was looking very unlikely indeed. What if Crotched Mountain East opened first as a mountain bike park? Lots of ski areas offer mountain biking in the off-season. But a dedicated mountain bike park? How could that attract enough people to sustain? But what if I told you that the only dedicated lift access mountain bike park in the world is located here in New Hampshire, and that it's been in continuous operation now for over 14 years? And then, what if you were to learn that it enjoys annual ticket sales of around 25,000 visitors per year? Well, surely those numbers don't compare to a ski area, but they don't have to. A mountain bike park doesn't need snowmaking equipment. It doesn't have to maintain wide open trails. It can have a longer season from April to November, and it can be serviced by a single lift. In fact, I think there are only 3 core elements to make this idea work: a lift, a lodge, and some killer trails. Well, there's one more thing, but we'll talk about that when we get to the top. Crotched Mountain East has a few options when it comes to a lift. A relocated lift like Pat's Peak recently had installed, a brand new lift, or something different, a funicular. What is a funicular? Well, it's a combination of the word fun and spectacular, so it's gotta be good. A funicular is a rail system. Think of the Cog Railway, another famous attraction in New Hampshire. Yes, a lift would be the biggest hurdle in getting an idea like this off the ground. It's not just for mountain biking, but for hikers, foliage seekers, and outdoor enthusiasts. You could get by in an opening season with a basic lodge facility and some basic trails, but you really do need a lift for this idea to get off the ground. Speaking of getting off the ground, we've reached the summit. Now I can explain why making a 3D map of the east side is so important. With a 3D map, we can plan with detail the route of our lift and the route of our trail system. And we can take special care to ensure that all of our mountain bike park planning is done with provisions to ensure that opening as a ski area is still a possibility one day. With the 3D map, we can accurately scout locations for the new lodge and survey terrain elevations to ensure we select the best tracks for our intro, intermediate, and killer trails. So what's that last thing it will take to give this idea wings? We said we need a lift, a lodge, and trails, and that last thing is you. We need your help. Contribute to the campaign, spread the word, share this message. Let's get Crotched Mountain East Side open again so we and future generations can make the most of this mountain resource. Let's prove the internet wrong. We can reopen Crotched Mountain East Side. And here's another piece of trivia for you. Did you know that Crotched Mountain was home to the world's first wind farm? Yes, windmills existed long before Crotched Mountain's wind farm. But what if we continued that history and the mountain bike park ran off of renewable energy? Just a thought.